governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC in Ekiti State, Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, along with his running mate, has unveiled his development agenda for the state ahead of the June 18 governorship election in the state. Oyebanji presented his 6-pillar manifesto to Ekiti people on Tuesday at the Adetiloye Hall at Ekiti, the Ekiti State capital. Unveiling his manifesto, which was well attended by the party leaders, artisans, and supporters, Biodun Oyebanji said that he and his running mate, Christiana Afuye, are convinced that in spite of many achievements of Governor Kayode Fayemi, there is still need for continuity to fully realize the potentials of the state. Speaking on transportation, the APC flag bearer said we prioritize township roads and inner city roads for phased rehabilitation. On health, Oyebanji promised to ensure the provision of affordable health insurance that guarantees access to basic health care for all. Speaking on making Ekiti prosperous for all, the APC governorship candidate said his administration will create a conducive business environment to attract investments and industries, support the growth of the local economy, and empower the workforce using local talent to drive job and wealth creation. It will also encourage youth development and provide support for key economic sectors like agriculture and security.
Our promise to create jobs is premised on the understanding that job creation is an outcome, not an activity. With this in mind, we have identified some of the drivers, market and industry that create jobs and intend to nurture them and give them the enabling structure and support required to deliver the jobs we need. Therefore, our focus will be on A. Micro, small and medium enterprises financing and support. Today, MSMEs account for 70% of our country's employment, generate at least 1.5 trillion naira in revenue annually, and contribute 48% to our GDP.
Oyebanji, while speaking on the plan for education, said the incoming administration will introduce measures to improve the learning environment and develop well-trained young people to drive economic development.
We will ensure that all our children continue to access free and quality basic education up to SS3, with curriculums that prepare them adequately for future learning or job market. We will also invest in a tertiary institution to ensure we continue to produce best-in-class graduates across various disciplines.
He said his desire is to make it the foremost entertainment and tourism destination in Africa.
We are going to develop strategic partnerships to grow our portfolio of tourism assets and attractions. We will also support young creative entrepreneurs in the state with a dedicated fund and prioritize skills development in arts and culture.
Some top party leaders share their opinions about the manifesto.
Apart from being a learned man, apart from being somebody that has also worked in the private sector, he's been now in the public sector for more than 23 years and running. So there's no other person, or there's no other way you can qualify a man like that than to say he's absolutely qualified to be the next governor of Ekiti State.
The yearnings of the people of Ekiti has been compressed and put together in a single manifesto. My prayer is he has the ability and tenacity to make sure that all that he has put together he puts to work for the state.
He has limited himself practically to some major areas that needs to be rejigged in continuation of the legacy activities of the present administration, and those things are not done in abstract. If you look at it very deeply, and you will realize that it is woven around those activities of government that are picked up and that needs to be really developed further. And he made the fact known to people that the promises he's making is to further advance the course of governance as we are expressing under JKF.
The Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi was represented at the event by his deputy, Otumba Bisi Egbeyemi. The event ended with the official presentation of the candidate and his development manifesto to supporters by Erelu Bisi Fayemi, the wife of Ekiti State Governor.
Let
Kade Adegbile, Pop TV News, Adetiloye.
People of the Fountain.